some new rules for guardians who care for people who just can't care for themselves.
As Mike Vasalinda tells us, the change comes after years of complaints.
94-year-old Ernestine Frank still lives in her Pensacola home, but her family claims she's being isolated by professional guardians who have gone through $1.5 million of her savings.
They're taking the greatest generation ever, and they're imprisoning them and taking all their wealth away and isolating them, and just it's making it a disaster for their golden years.
A dozen people showed up for the rulemaking session on the new legislation.
The Guardian has restricted family visitation.
Others called in.
I have been through hell, sir.
Sharing one horror story after another. Families destroyed, wards over-medicated to keep them quiet.
She sat all day in a windowless room with no bed.
Heirlooms sold to pay the guardians. Professional guardianships are a growth industry in Florida, fueled by cash. They've grown from just a few to over 450 in the last decade. The new legislation's biggest hammer is the ability to take away a guardian's license. Lynn Saylor spent years battling her mother's guardian.
If they're committing crimes and they're hurting people, then they should be held accountable in all aspects.
But all this will do is take away their license.
Right, but then they can't practice, so maybe it works.
The new rules are expected to be in place this fall. In Tallahassee, Mike Vasalinda, Channel 3 News.
Being a professional guardian requires a $100 fee, the completion of a 40-hour course, passing a background and credit check, and the completion of 16 hours of continued training every other year.